Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day. I bid to Sir Ibrahim and my fellow classmate. Today we are from group 4. We are going to present about our topic, which is discuss the future local government in Malaysia and what will be the agenda for the green technology. But first, let me introduce myself first. My name is Narisa Amira binti Abdul Hamid, and my matric number is 2019222338. Let's continue my part. My part which is introduction. The local government is the third level of the government and is responsible for administrating, planning and enforcing assigned obligation in a certain area. The function is to offer all the societal facilities as defined by the section 101 and 102, which is of the Local Government Act 1976. The Act 171 as well as section 5 clause 1 Malaysia 1976A and 6 clause 1 of the Town and Country Planning Act 1976. The Act 172, the Malaysia 1976B. Traditionally, the function of the local government has been to offer the municipal and maintenance service, also land use, the planning and control, budget and tax income in their administration areas. The majority of the issues and challenges the local government encounter are related to the areas that the effectiveness and also effectiveness of the such function. Nonetheless, in the recent years, the local government have been confronted with a variety of the difficulties and a changing environment that have been driven them to become more efficient and objective. The following issues that affect municipal service effectiveness and credibility, which is e-government, good governance, the clearer taxpayer expectations, the need to make benchmarking of the organization highest goal, which is include the use of the KPI, which is key performance indicator, the restructuring of the organization and administration area, and other issues that affect all local governments. Every local government goal is to deliver exceptional customer service while also improving fundamental business processes, which is that reflects how far difficulties can be addressed in this decade. The process of urbanization had far-reaching implication for land use patterns and urban population, that said by No 1997. At the same time, the massive economy and demographic also growth that had a massive impact on the metropolitan environment. This phenomenon has resulted in a slew of new concerns and problems. Also, the traditional urban management is thought to be absolute and irrelevant. The new methods, practical techniques, and answer for future concerns are required in the new era of urban administration that said by No 1978. So that's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Nadia Natasha. My matrix number is 2019223666. So my part is the challenges of the local government. I will explain about the future challenges of the local government. So yeah, as we can know, our country will become more advanced in line with the increasing and increasingly sophisticated technology. However, it is also divided into several aspects related to the technological age in the present or in the future, and it will also have a negative and also positive impact in line with that with what happened or what was planned. So, in order to make something planned that give a positive impact to ourselves and also the government, then there must be certain challenges to produce a quality government in the future. So the first future challenges of local government is to ensure that the control of technology linking information is constantly monitored and has more efficient controls comparable to increasingly advanced technologies. Besides, the local government must always ready to stabilize the country economy. Not only that, the challenge that need to be faced is where the government in the future is where the government needs to think about the well-being of the people. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to the previous presenter. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Misran, and today I would like to present about the future of local government. The challenge which will be faced by the local government in the future is environmental problem in urban area. Urbanization is the result of a complex set of economic, demographic, social, cultural, technological, and environmental process that results in a higher proportion of a territory's population living in towns and cities and increasing the concentration of population in the territory's larger cities and a higher population size within urbanized areas. Due to the quantity of industry in urban area and the abundance of development in those areas, the population in urban areas will be dense. This indirectly causes an environmental problem which falls within the jurisdiction of local government to solve and tackle this issue, particularly in urban area. In the future, with the advancement of technology, more people want to live in urban areas due to the available facilities and jobs. One of the main causes of environmental problem in urban is industrial pollution. There are many factors that causing this pollution, such as burning fossil fuels like oil, natural gas, and petroleum, chemical solvents used in dyeing and tanning industries, untreated gas and liquid waste being released into the environment. The main cause of this problem is a lack of policies to control pollution. Due to a major lack of effective policy and a lack of enforcement, many industries were able to bypass laws made by the Pollution Control Board's regulation. This resulting in mass pollution that harm many people's life. So the local government need to address this matter and take serious action like enforce strict law against industrial pollution. Often, these large factories are always exempt from local government enforcement because there is no effective policy and laws. Another factor that causes industrial pollution in urban is water pollution and soil pollution are frequently the result of inefficient waste disposal. In order to overcome this problem, a green reset need to be done by local government to make sure that the welfare of the community is preserved. Climate change is the most widely discussed topic, but biodiversity loss, habitat loss, air quality, water quality, and plastic waste are also concerned. Actual action is reliant on national and local authority, which does not always share natural borders. This means that a government should do all it can and collaborate at all levels. All these technologies are on the verge of cost parity with the traditional sources, so much wider uptake will start. Now is the time for local authorities to consider the next step and ensure the necessary infrastructure is in place, installers are trained, quality is assured, and that the transition is smooth as possible. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good day. My name is Nur Aina Fatih binti Rosli and my metric card number is 2019467364. There are six. The future of local government, which is the first one, is the social environment and public participation. In view of the fact that local government system was itself established to encourage and facilitate the practice of democracy and popular participation in the management of local affairs, people's attitude, expectation, and the total social environment of the particular locality are paramount. Other than that, being the smallest unit of government, its future does lie with the people. The second feature of local government is legislative basis, status, and role of local authority. Basically, it has been demonstrated earlier that the local authority has a very important role to play in the country's development process. Furthermore, various policies, strategies, and legislation have been adopted which define the status and provide the guidelines to the local authority, especially in terms of its role and functional area. More than that, as a development of the local government system continues, some of them appear to be quite general, while others are found to be quite vague, especially on some matters which arise in the course of their implementation. Thirdly, implication of local government reform which restructuring. Along the line of in the context of the recent restructuring exercise undertaken by most local authorities in the country, there is an increase in demand on the basic service to be provided by the local authority. Moreover, in fact, since the reform measure which was undertaken reflect not merely an attempt to increase administrative efficiency, but also to improve the effectiveness in the developmental role to be played by the local authority. But furthermore, it became imperative that follow-up measures be undertaken to increase the capacity and capability of the respective local authority. Fourth is local government finance, which implication and prospect. This actively demonstrates that, as noted earlier, the problem and weakness faced by most local authorities in Malaysia may also be attributed to the issue of finance and also its revenue base. Furthermore, most local authorities could not break that vicious circle of poverty as the lack of funds to finance and services and development activities. Moreover, the potential for the growth of local government system in the country may be depend upon the capacity of the respective local authority to expand its revenue base. Next is administrative efficiency. One of the guiding principles behind the setting up of local government system is to meet the objective of administrative efficiency. Other than that, it is argued that as the machinery of local government becomes decentralized, some aspect of its function may be more efficiently implemented. Furthermore, bureaucracy becomes smaller and red tape are reduced. The nation's experience has demonstrated the fact that the more effect to bring the decision-making process to the lowest level does not suffice to meet the efficiency objective. Last but not least, development planning and control within local authority. This actively demonstrates that, as mentioned earlier, various steps have been undertaken to ensure that local authorities in the country could effectively and efficiently carry out their development planning and control functions. However, due to various factors, some related to the lack of financial and expertise, while others because of the interrelations of such factors as political and social. Development planning and control measures undertaken by most local authorities have not been fully effective. To sum up everything that I have been stated so far, the analysis attempt to briefly describe the system and highlight some of the silent features, problems, and issues faced by local authorities in the country. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, hi, my name is Manswazik Biarija from class N4M001K. Now my turn to explain about the agenda for green technology. Okay, the first one, National Green Technology Policy NGTP was launched in 2009 July in conformance to the overall trend to airport sustainable development practice. The second one targets to provide a direction and motivation for Malaysians to continuously enjoy good quality living and healthy environment through the reduction of the carbon footprint without compromising economic growth. The third one, this policy aims to reduce the energy usage rate at the same time increase economic growth, facilitate the growth of the green technology industry and enhance its contribution to the national economy. The next one, to increase the national capability and capacity for innovation in green technology development and enhance Malaysia competitiveness in green technology in the global arena. So, to ensure sustainable development and conserve the environment for future generation, and lastly, to enhance public education and awareness on green technology and encourage its widespread use. There are three for agenda green technology. The first one is National Green Technology Council and Climate Change. Means were established in 2009 to facilitate the coordination among government, ministry, agency and private sector and key stakeholders on green initiative. The second one means the council is supported by a steering committee to formulate policies and identify strategic issues, coordinate, monitors and evaluate in the development of the National Green Technology Policy and Green Technology Program at national level. The second one, Green Technology Infrastructure Master Plan. It was formulated by the National Green Technology Council and the Malaysian Green Tech Agency was created to guide Malaysia in becoming a low carbon green growth economy. The second one consists of a baseline study on 6 identified sectors which are energy, building, transportation, water, waste management, manufacturing and information communication technology, with the purpose of the baseline is to identify the current status application of green technology. The last one is a green technology financing scheme. Was introduced in Malaysia in 2010 as a way to attract the industry sector in adopting environment friendly operation and practice, as well as adopt the green technology approach in their innovation. The scheme was given as an allocation of 1.5 billion for the producer and user of green technology. For producer, the maximum loan that can be provided is RM50 million and 10 million for user companies. In conclusion, Malaysia has been very active in pursuing a sustainable future through the integration of sustainable development and its economic plans. Many policies, legislation and promotional activities has been put into place to foster green growth as an alternative economic growth engine for the nation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to the previous presenter. So let's continue my part, which is the last part in this presentation, which is the conclusion. In the conclusion, due to the previous experience with the local government and the general public, which has a low level of interest and concern in the activities of local government, which is that slows down the attempt to build local authorities as the governmental apparatus that is close to the people. The question of the local government's power in respect to other government entities is one of the most praising. The distinction between the functional responsibility of the district office and the local authority has become increasingly blurred in the terms of development planning and coordination. As a result of the restructuring exercises in which most local authorities expanded the areas under their jurisdiction. Furthermore, the implication of the local government reform which restructuring for the exact purpose of the circumstance that the demand of the essential service to be provided by the local government to be provided by the local authority has increased as a result of the recent reorganization exercise done by the most local authorities in the country. Although numerous the improvements that have been made to Malaysia local government system and structure, is the efficiency of its role and efficient execution of its obligation are still contingent on the efforts of address new difficulties and challenges that have arisen. So new modifications of the role and function of the local government must be made to guarantee that they are consistent with the dynamics of the country growth process. The desire to reduce poverty and restructure Malaysia society can be only accomplished more effectively if the local government system is well functioning. So as a result, the development of the country local government system must be considerate the context of the country overall social and economic development. So that's all from me, and thank you.